This is the MINIX CA361 Plus, which is a newly launched 3-in-1 media hub that can be used inside your car. This small device will allow you to connect any HDMI out device such as a gaming console like the PlayStation 5, Xbox or Nintendo Switch, any handheld PC or even a compatible Samsung phone to use the Samsung Dex feature, using which you can even watch YouTube videos or Netflix movies. And not only that, this Plus variant also comes built in with wireless Apple Carplay as well as wireless Android Auto functionality. Watch this video till the very end as I have an exclusive discount coupon that you can use to buy this awesome little device. We get a small black colored rectangular box this time around as well, just like we did with the previous variant, with a few different details since the old one did not have the wireless Android Auto and CarPlay feature. At the front of it, we get company and model branding at the top and a colorful glossy picture of this wired CarPlay to HDMI-In adapter at the middle. At the bottom, we can also see preview of the wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto when successfully connected in your car, which we will see in just a bit. There are a variety of devices that you can connect to this device and view the video right on your car screen, including a Fire TV stick if you have one of those. Not much of anything on the top and bottom apart from company branding, a few highlights on the sides as well, and at the rear we can see some pictures of the device along with some of its specifications, the HDMI-In port of which, by the way, supports up to 2K video resolution. And everything is very similar on the inside as well, where we get a white paper container with everything kept inside of it. And within this container, we once again get a soft cushion material which contains everything we need. Some extremely detailed paperwork, a USB Type A to C plug adapter, which can be used if your car has a built-in Type C CarPlay port instead of a Type A port. And of course, the main device, which has a 2 feet long USB Type A very premium braided cable that comes pre-attached to it. I cannot stress enough how good the build quality and fit and finish of each and every MINIX product is, including this one. Very sturdy and high quality. Both the CA361 as well as the CA361 Plus are the same size and you cannot really tell them apart unless you look at the rear of these devices. The form factor is small, just a 6cm by 6cm square box, at the front of which we get the MINIX branding. The device itself is super light, weighing just 45 grams. The top half has a smooth surface while the bottom half gets a rugged texture along with its one and only multicolored LED light that indicates several things. Not much of anything on the top, left or right sides of it. On the bottom though, we get a full HDMI-In 1.4 port along with a USB-A 2.0 port. This USB-A port can be used to either update the software of the device via a pen drive or to power both the MINIX wireless display dongles for wireless streaming using either a Type-C port or an HDMI port, which we will be testing here in this video very shortly as well. Both these dongles work really well and are super quick, that I had showcased not too long ago when I reviewed the portable monitor by the brand, the SF16T. And in between them, we can also see an extremely small reset button which can be pressed using a pin or a SIM ejector tool if ever the device becomes unresponsive. At the rear, of course, we can see both the model name and the serial number. So now we are inside my car, the Kia Sonet, to test the MINIX CA361 Plus. As soon as we connect the device to the car's CarPlay USB port, we get to see two icons on the screen: CarPlay Android Auto on the left and the HDMI on the right. We can also see the current version number on the bottom right and the settings icon on the bottom left, pressing which we can select the default functionality of this device to be used as soon as you connect the device in your car. Let's first test out the Samsung Dex feature using my S24 Ultra. I'm going to connect to Samsung Dex using the MINIX C1 wireless dongle. You can use the traditional method of several wires and USB hubs, but I'd like to keep this connection hassle-free. By the way, you can use this C1 wireless dongle to mirror your latest iPhones as well. Check out the links in the description of this video to find out more about these dongles. Both the ends of the receiver cables would connect to the CA361 Plus, as you can see, and as for the transmitter cable, simply connect it to your Samsung S series phone. Once you have everything connected, go on and select the HDMI icon on the screen, and almost immediately we can see Samsung Dex connected in my car. And just as you'd expect, everything here works perfectly. Do keep in mind that the touch functionality would not work here to input any command on Samsung Dex. This screen will then work as a normal non-touch screen. So in order to navigate, you can either use the trackpad in your phone or you can pair any mouse to your phone, which I think would be the ideal choice and a bit more convenient. You can also go full screen here to take advantage advantage of the wide screen of your car no matter the screen size. Any application that you normally use on any external display using Samsung Dex should work here effortlessly, since all of the processing is being handled by the phone itself and the MINIX device is just being used to display the output on the screen. You can even watch any movie on Netflix, and I think this option would be very useful for those who like to keep their co-passengers entertained during long road trips. And of course, all of the volume buttons on the screen as well as on the steering wheel still work perfectly. Since the MINIX CA361 Plus has a full HDMI-In port, you can utilize it to connect to any gaming console inside your car by simply plugging in the device. You can either use your own HDMI cable, or you can use the MINIX H1 HDMI to HDMI wireless display dongle to go completely wireless. So be it an Xbox, PlayStation 5 or even a Nintendo Switch, all of them should work just the same here. Of course, the frame rate would not be similar to that of your gaming monitor or TV, and same goes for the screen size, which is quite obvious. There is just a bit of input lag that I can notice here, which means that this sort of a setup may not be that useful for high-paced games, but should be just fine for casual gaming on the go. Should be perfect for kids. This option should be pretty useful if you travel quite a lot and wish to kill any free time that you might get while on the road. Now let's test the wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto features of this device. First, we need to click on the left icon on the main menu, where we can now see the device's SSID or the Wi-Fi name. Now on your Android phone, simply pair the Bluetooth with the device. And after a few seconds, we can see Android Auto working wirelessly on my car screen with the all-time familiar looking menu here. All of the apps here function exactly like the wired counterpart, with latency at a minimum as per my testing. Everything works really well, be it using Google Maps for navigation, Spotify for listening to music on the go, or even to call someone, all of which now is being done wirelessly.
Hello.
Pairing an iPhone is very similar too. Simply pair the Bluetooth SSID in your iPhone, which for me is the iPhone SE. I did notice a bit of a delay while using Apple CarPlay, but that too was there just initially. The input lag or latency was able to decrease on its own after a while, as you can see here. Apart from Maps and Spotify, which worked just fine, using this MINIX CA361 Plus, the voice feature worked as expected as well.
Your WhatsApp message says, "Hey Harry, this is a test message using the MINIX CA361 Plus. Send it."
Send it.
Done.
Alright, now let's see how we can enter the settings of this device, and in the process, we'll see how we can update its software as well. All you have to do here is connect either your iPhone or Android device with the Wi-Fi of this device. As for the password, it's 8x8, which is mentioned on the user manual as well, along with all of the steps needed for both the platforms. Steps for Android phones are a bit different than the iPhone. Then open up any browser and enter the URL 192.168.1.101. Here we can see the build number, we can restore the factory settings, select any of the delayed start time, and we can also enter the car's make and model if we want to. And down here we get the option to update the software of the unit. You will need to use your phone's internet to download the software update. In conclusion, I'm really impressed with the CA361 Plus by MINIX, and I think this thing can potentially have extensive use cases, be it you are a professional or if you travel a lot with your kids, that can certainly help them remain busy while you drive peacefully. As I always say, you already have a fantastic screen in your car, then why not use it to its full potential? So I would definitely recommend this device to you. At the time this video is being recorded, this device can be yours for just under $80. Use my exclusive discount code HarryWT10 in order to get $10 off on your next purchase. For reference purpose, my unit was delivered to me in about 7 days time with no hassles whatsoever. And if you're looking for a Qi2 magnetic charger for your latest iPhone or any phone for that matter, then check out my review video of this MINIX MCC01 charger, which by the way has a built-in cooler as well.